Last year, when I had my foot surgery, right before I guess probably 3 days before I went in to have my foot surgery, I came out here and I planted lettuce seeds. And that was too late. I should have got them in earlier, and then they didn't get watered. Now this is my hugelkultur mound that I do lettuce in. And last year I just didn't even come out here. And look at how the moss grew in 1 year. This is some of the best soil. This is what I have in my first hugelkultur mound. I bought, I think it was 2 yards of soil, and it was the best stuff. So I'm going to remove this and take it and put it on my second hugelkultur, which has done a lot of eroding. The dirt that I got from there was not the usual stuff that I get, and I will never do that again. I know where not to go. And I'm seeing a huge tree has fallen over there. That's off my property. There it is. Rotten. I'm glad it fell that way. I don't know when it fell. But out here you can see what I have here to deal with on the back side of this little shed. And we worked on it some last year. Kevin got stung, got into a nest of ground bees. I don't call them yellow jackets, they were black. I don't know what you call them. But they do hurt when they sting. And out here behind my fence row, the deer love it back here. I know they give birth back in here. I've cleared it out quite a bit since the last spring of fawning. And I don't think that they'll birth here. It's too clear, but they would come and birth right in here because nothing would bother them. Yeah, our dogs would bark. And I saw a doe charge the fence one time, but the dogs shut up and come back. They were scared of her. Yeah. I got trees down out there, and that's one of the reasons we're selling. We just can't do nothing about it. I used to have a nice wagon that I could hook onto the riding mower. And we had a friend come over one day that was in dire need of firewood, and we had an oak tree cut down back here in the woods. So Kevin and him used that wagon, and the tree was a little far in the woods. It was a little rough getting it out, and they bent the tongue of that wagon, and then they used it with flats. It had flat tires, and by the time they got done, my $100 wagon I got at Tractor Supply was ruined. And I got that thing with Tunica winning money. We would go to Tunica, take a certain amount of money, and when we paid back what we took, whatever we won after that was our mad money to do what we wanted to with. Unless we won a whole bunch, we never won a whole bunch. So I got to use it to buy my wagon because I was doing all the yard work at the time. I was home with the boys 1 year, and Kevin worked, so I did everything, and I had a cleaning business during that time also. Now this hugelkultur here is about 3 years old. Yeah, and the tree that is down in the bottom of it is an oak tree that was on the ground and had already gone pulpy. It crashed through our fence a few years ago, and it laid there until we could get a chainsaw big enough to cut it up. It was a big one. I know I kept feeling something. I didn't know what it was. Anyway, this dirt right here is just, you couldn't get no better. Man, it's beautiful. But I tell you, this moss is a little thicker than I thought it would be on here. Once you get moss growing, the next thing will be grass. And I already see grass sprouting in there. My muscadines, be it as they are growing. They grew some last year. Got all up here on this fence, uncontrolled. Ooh, I got dizzy. Can you see my little blueberry bushes? Look at how sad. Look at how sad my garden grows. Yep, I thought it was dead. It's amazing what'll invade. You just give it a little fluff. I need to come in with some berry bush fertilizer. Put some on it like I was supposed to last fall when I bedded them down. Let's see what we can get on here. Help this one out. Let's see. Name's gone. Yeah, name's long gone. I have two different ones. One will put on before the other. So that way you're supposed to have berries all year. Well, last year I pruned away a little way too much. Didn't know what I was doing. I hurt myself. That's not good. That's not good. I'll leave the rest. I want some blueberries before I leave this property. And it's been hard to think about planting things and spending a lot of money if I'm going to up and leave somebody else a food supply. I'm having a hard time with that, so I am actually going to just do very little. And yeah, I gotta clean this up. And there it is, folks. I'm telling you, a hugelkultur is one of the easiest things to maintain. You just got to make sure you grow some lagoons in there so you don't get into a nitrogen lock. It's just a wonderful way to garden. That didn't take me 15 minutes. My camera battery ran out, so I didn't have anything to put my phone on out here. But it didn't take me 15 minutes. And as you can see here on this one, that's not worked. There's not much growing. You keep it picked out every year and you can keep control of it. Yes, you can. I have started painting quarter round. That's all he bought when he was doing the bathroom, and we never got it painted or put down. But now he can go buy a big load because we're cooking with gas on this flooring. I'm tying up loose ends today. This is a oak table. Oh, let me get down here. This is an oak table that was my daddy's. And that's the chair that goes, yeah, see all the stuff? I need storage. Kevin won't get me storage. I'm fixing to have a long conversation about storage. But this table, my daddy bought after my mother died. And it never really meant that much to me. It does have a leaf in it, so it's an oval, and it'll sit 8 comfortably. But I had puppies that chewed up the claws. So I came back with wood filler and I rebuilt them. And they're pretty rough. I rebuilt the claws and then I had to paint it. So I painted it black because I love a black table. And as you know, I just bought one. And then I don't know, I did something to it. And I said, well, I'm going to make a white one. And then I'll bust through the black. And I never got finished. I got one coat of the white on here. Well, it'll sit here as an oval. You know, it'll be all new floor. That'll be gone from where I had the banquette seating built. That'll all be gone. Everything will be nice and pretty and clean. So I'm going to paint this white because we will sell this table. This table will not move with us at all. We're going to have a moving sale, I think. I don't know. Depends on how it works after you sign on a home. Can you have a sale? I just don't know. I don't want people in the house. But I don't know. If I take it to storage, I guess I'll just sell it out of a storage unit or send it to auction. That's moving it too much, though. I don't know. I feel like I need a table here in the eating area to stage it. And I have a table for the dining room. Just to show people this is what it is. This is what it can be. So, I'm gonna paint. Yeah, y'all can hear my dryer running. And I was gonna turn it off, but you know what? I need to get that stuff dry. I know a lot of you women sitting there at home watching this video, you probably got your dryer running. Because that's the real world. That's what it's really like. Ooh, this is a bright white to be putting on this table. Man, oh man. Ooh. But it's extra paint that I have. And it is paint that will work over this. Waste not, want not, right? Who's really going to be looking at my table? They're going to glance at it. They're going to glance at what I put on it, which will be probably just a, I don't know, a bowl. I don't know. They say keep it where people can envision themselves living in your house. And I can do that. I think I can. I don't know. My age may interfere with that because I like different things than young people, but I do watch shows. I mean, I know. I like the new Farmhouse Country But what I don't like is that people are running to certain stores I won't name that bring in the good old American farm country look from China or India or Pakistan. It's not American. You can get out and you can go to an antique store and you can find good American-made products, and they might need fixing up, and they may not. I don't know. I'm just all against the foreign imports, and I have foreign import stuff just because America don't have it. Americans have gotten lazy. I think that'll be okay. You know, compared to, you know, that leg there, it'll be better. I'm not gonna make y'all watch it all, but I'll show you when I'm done. This is what my tabletop looks like, because after Kevin's mother moved in, I had nowhere to craft. So I had to come to this table, and I started pouring acrylic. And there you go. And this table was painted with the wrong paint. And I have a heat gun, and I'm going to take it off. Let's do this.